Station, Texas, Kyle Field, over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. The Mustangs will put total leather to crank us up. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Let's go. Got it behind the line. It's short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Got a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Aggie! A great catch and run for 6. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So SMU's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
To the ground, he's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wideout. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get outside. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3's coming soon.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by a field goal over USC. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Rides the back on the option to give. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his back in the middle.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
In this defense, we know they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Looking for the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Crosses the 35. Breaks into the open. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
He's taking the shot. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, SMU!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's short. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He wants to change this route. The pitch to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. That one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. There he goes. Into the end zone. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Use the play fake. Now the throw. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Mustangs! They took a shot. points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's open on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hubs it downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's a heat. He's got him. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try the outside to the left. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Pulls it in, it's short. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going for 6. Touchdown, Aggies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Now the pitch. Touchdown, Aggie! Great job by the back on the option. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. Brings it in down the left side. Running free. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play. Ball right in his hands.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense finally got some momentum going their way. The offense has had some success. Now you got them in the perfect situation, predictable situation, 3rd and long passing situation. Now I'm going to get my speedsters on the field and get ready to rush the quarterback.
Rush is on him, turning it on. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll trim the deficit to 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's got it again. Still running at the 40. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. Oh, what a cut! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Grab behind the line. It's short. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the punishment has been extended. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hatchett. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. We got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They want that clock to run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets to punt away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve's...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Gets the returner on the ground. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. And they're able to get him down.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a win.